Dear students, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? I hope best for you. I Mukesh Kumar welcomes you to online Mukesh Online Academy. आपका मुकेश ऑनलाइन एकेडमी में स्वागत है. And today we are starting a new chapter of NCERT book, class 8 maths, that is the linear equations in one variable. Okay. So this is a very good chapter. Okay. Here you will do the glimpse of algebra. Okay, whatever you have learned in class 6 and 7 about the algebra, that you will use here. Okay, so today we will do the linear equations. Okay, so one usual tip that I want to give. Okay, have you taken out your notebook and pens? Okay, it is better. Okay, so whenever you are watching any video or any study related video, always keep a notebook and pen with you. And in case of maths, start practicing along with, think it like a live class. Okay, practice each and every question 3 to 4 times and practice extra questions also. Okay, so this way you will become best into the maths. So there is only one key to become best into the maths, is the practice. More practice, more knowledge. Less practice, less knowledge. So I hope you will do the practice. Okay. So if you have any doubt, any query about any questions, any topic, okay, you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email or in the comment box. WhatsApp email ID I have given into the description. Now you can follow me in the Telegram also. So that ID also I have given into the description. And if you want to get the live online classes, then you can also write to me on the WhatsApp or email. Then we will be happy to serve you. Okay. So I hope these videos will give you the more knowledge about the topic. Okay. Your knowledge will enhance and you will get the best into the exams. Okay. So you will become best into the maths. So that is my wishes to you. Okay. So kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it and like it. Okay, so let's start the introduction. So dear students, let's start. So today we will start the new chapter of the NCERT book. Okay, that is the chapter 2, class 8. Okay, and that is the linear equation in one variable. So first we will understand what are the linear equations. Okay, then we will start the examples and exercise. Okay, so for this purpose we have to first understand that algebraic expression. Okay, algebraic expressions means, see, algebraic means algebra. Algebra means when we have the use of variables. Okay, use of variable means like we use x, y, z, whatever variable we want to take. Variable means when the value is not fixed. Okay, in a variable, value remains varying. Okay, that is why it is called variable. Okay, so its value, it can take any value. Okay, so now expression means when it is expressed into terms of a equation or expressions, some kind of thing, okay, where we have the variables also, where we have the constants also, then these are called the algebraic expressions. Okay, so some examples that we have studied, like 5x, 2x minus 3, 3x plus y, like x square plus y square, like x square plus 3, like x cube plus y square. Okay, like 2xy plus 5, like xyz plus x. Okay, like just xyz, like x plus y plus z. So all these are the algebraic expressions. Okay, whatever we have written here, like 5x, 2x minus 3, all these are the algebraic expressions, because here we are using variables. So here we are using this x as a variable, here x as a variable, here x as a variable, here x and y are variable, here x is a variable, here x and y are variable. Here x and y are variable. Here we have three variable x, y, z. Also here we have the three variables, and here also we have the three variables. So that means these are all the algebraic expressions that we have studied into the class 7th or 6th. Okay. So we have learned how to make the algebraic expressions in the class 6 and 7. And now in this we will study about the linear equation. Now, so first of all we will learn what is an equation. Okay. See, the equation means when we have the two sides, right hand side and left hand side, and there is a equal sign between them. Okay. So how can we write this? A statement of equality which contains one or more unknown quantities. Okay. Or variables is known as equation. Okay. See, here there will be the equal sign. Okay. We have two sides here. What are these two sides? Left hand side means LHS. LHS means left hand side. And we have the RHS, right hand side. Okay. Now, and there is an equal sign between them. So what does it mean? That in an equation we have LHS, like we can say that 5x plus 5. Okay, this is the LHS. Then we have the equal sign between them, and then let's say we have one value like 6. Okay, whatever it may be. Like we can have different thing like 5x square plus x equal to 8. This is also equation. This is the left hand side, and this is the right hand side, and this is the equal sign. Okay, like we can have some more examples like 2x, like x square plus 2 equals to 18. We can have some more examples like x upon 5 minus 1 equals to 7, like 2x plus 3y equals to 5, like 3x minus 1 upon 7 y equal to 11. Okay, like 5x plus 4 equal to 2 minus 3y. We can have like x square plus y square equals to 9. We can have like 5z minus 1 equal to 70. Like we can have x upon 2 plus 4 equals to x upon 3 minus 1. These all are equations. These all are examples of equations. Okay. So here we have some equations, like we have the squares also. Like in these ones we have the square also. In some one we do not have the square. Okay. So all these things which have the equal sign between them, and there is a right hand side and left hand side, that is called the equation. And now we will come to know about the linear equation. Now the second thing is linear equation. Okay. So what is a linear equation? See, when we have only one power of any number, of any variable, okay, that means their exponent is 1 only, then it is called a linear equation. If it has 2 power means when there is exponent more than 1, then it is not a linear equation. Okay. So the linear equation means an equation involving linear polynomial only. Okay, is called a linear equation. So here in the upper examples, like 5x plus 5 is a linear equation. Okay, like we have x upon 5 minus 1 equal to 7 is a linear equation. Okay, like 2x plus 3y equal to 5 is a linear equation. Like 3x minus 1 upon 7 y equal to 1 is a linear equation. Like 5x plus 4 equal to 2 minus 3y is a linear equation. Like 5z minus 1 equal to 7 is a linear equation. X upon 2 plus 4 equal to x upon 3 minus 1 is a linear equation. So these are the linear equations. Okay, here we have given up all the equations which has exponents more than 1. Like this one we have not included. Like this one we have not included. Like this one we have not included because their exponent is more than 1. So they are not linear. Okay. So linear are only where the exponent 1. Now The third thing is the linear equation in one variable. Linear equation in one variable. See, in the above example, it has only one variable. Okay, so this is the linear equation in one variable. In this example also we have only one variable x. So this is also the linear equation in one variable. See, in this example we have the two variables x and y. So this is not a linear equation in one variable. Same here we have the two variables x and y. So this is not also the equation in one variable. Same here we have x and y. So this is not also the linear equation in one variable. Here it is one variable, only z. So 5z minus 1 equal to 70 is a linear equation in one variable. And in this example also, x upon 2 plus 4 equal to x upon 3 minus 1 is also having only one variable. So this is also an example of linear equation in one variable. Okay. So that means a linear equation containing only one variable. Okay. So linear equation containing only one variable is called linear equation in one variable. Okay. So this is how we can write this definition. Okay, so this is the basic, this is the introduction of the linear equation in one variable. I hope you would have understood this introduction. So what an equation means, what is an algebraic expression that we have studied into the last classes. Okay, what an equation means, what is a linear equation, and what is a linear equation in one variable. Okay, so now we will study about the questions. Now we will do the examples of this chapter. Okay, so now we will solve the equations which have linear expressions on the one side and numbers on the other side. Like we can see from this example, you can see this example like 5x plus 5 equals to 6. So this is the expression, linear expression. Okay, and this is the number which is called the constant. Okay, so how can we solve this equation? I'll tell you two different ways. Okay, so we have the question 5x plus 5 equals to 6. Now we need to shift this 5 on the left hand side. We will see the number. So we have the 5. So what will we do? We will subtract 5 from both the sides, from here also and from here also. Okay, this 5 minus 5 becomes 0. So that means 5x equals to, and 6 minus 5 is 1. So we will write. Now this 5 is in multiplication with the x. So what will we do? We will divide both the side by 5. So this 5 and 5 gone. So we got the answer x equals to 1 upon 5. So this is how we can got the. There is one more simple way. This is the first method. There is one more simple way that you can do, and second method which is rather more simpler. Okay, we have the question 5x plus 5 equals to 6. So what will we do? We will take 5 to the other side. Okay, and when we take 5 to the other side, it is in the addition with the 5x. Okay, so this 5 when we take to the other side, it will become negative. So 5x equals to 6 minus 5. Okay, so now 5x equals to 6 minus 5 is 1. Now here 5 is in multiplication with the x. So when we shift this 5 to the other side, so it will go into the division. So we got x equal to 1 upon 5. Clear? Or we can write x equals to 1 divided by 5. So now it becomes x equals to 1 upon 5. So this is rather a simple method that we can adopt. Okay, so now we will do the example. See, we have to find the solution of 2x minus 3 equal to. This is more or less the same question that we have done in the first one. So we will write 2x minus 3 equals to 7. So we will take 3 shift to the other side. So 2x equals to 7 plus 3. Because when this minus goes to the other side, it will become plus. So 2x equals to 10. Okay, clear? Now 2 will go to the other side. So it will become division. So 10 equals x equals to 10 divided by 2. And we divide them, so it becomes 5. So x becomes 5. Or how can we do? If you find whatever method you find easier, you can do by this. 2x minus 3 equal to 7. So now what will we do? We will add 3 here. Okay, and we will add 3 to the other side. When it is this sign is negative, then we will do addition. If it was positive, then we did the subtraction. Okay, so it became 3 and 3 0. So 2x equals to 10. Now 2x is 2 is in the multiplication, so we will divide by 2 equals to 10 divided by 2. So 2 and 2 gone, 2 5 are 10. So we got the answer x equals to 5 is the clear. So this is how we can do this question. Here also we have to solve it. 2y plus 9 equal to 4. This is same as the example that we understood in the first part. Okay, so we have 2y plus 9 equals to 4. So what will we do? We will shift 9 to the other side. So it became 2y equals to 4 minus 9. Okay, so 2y equals to minus 5, because 4 minus 5, 9 means 9 and 4. So this became minus 5. Okay, so again 2 will go to the other side as a division. So y equals to minus 5 upon 2 is the. Okay, now, or how we can do it the second way, that 2y plus 9 equals to 4. So now 2y plus 9 minus 9 equals to 4 minus 9. So 9 9 0. So 2y equals to minus 5. So now 2y upon 2 equals to minus 5 upon 2. So 2 and 2 gone. So we got y equals to minus 5 upon 2. So now in the other questions, I will follow only the first method. Okay. So this when we understand the first method, that is very easy method. Okay, we don't have to duplicate the one. Okay, so now let's do the example 3. See, in example 3, now we have the fractions, or you can say the rational numbers. Okay, so we have the question x upon 3 plus 5 upon 2 equals to minus 3 upon 2. Same we will follow here. We will take 5 upon 2 to the other side. Since it is positive, so it will become negative to the other side. So x upon 3 equals to minus 3 upon 2 minus 5 upon 2. Now we have to solve into the same way as we have done the rational numbers. Okay, so this 2 is the LCM. So we have the common LCM 2, minus 3 and minus 5. So we will write minus 3, we will write minus 5, both have the same sign. So it became minus 8. So x upon 3 is equal to minus 8 upon 2. Okay, now we can reduce them. So 2 1 are 2 and 2 4 are 8. So we got x upon 3 equals to minus 4. Okay, so now we can cross multiply. That means 3 will multiply with the 4. So x will become minus 4 into 3. So we got the answer minus. Okay, so now let's do the fourth example. So in the fourth example, we have 15 by 4 minus 7x equals to 9. Okay, so the question is 15 upon 4 minus 7x equals to 9. So what will we do here? We will shift 7x to the other side. Okay, and 9 to the other side. So what it will become? 15 by 4 minus 9, and minus 7x, that side will become plus 7. So we have double shifted. Okay, 7x also and 9 also. Okay, so we will put 1 here. So now we will have to solve them as we had done to the rational numbers. So the LCM of the 4 and 1 will be 4. So 15 by 4 minus 9 into 4 upon 1 into 4 equals to 7x. Okay, so 15 by 4 minus 9 4 is 36 upon 4 equals to 7x. So we got the LCM 4. 15 minus 36 equals to 7x. Now we will write minus 36 up and 15 down. So we got minus 6 minus 5 1. Okay, and 3 minus 1 2. So we got the minus 20. So we got minus 21 upon 4 equals to 7. So now we will cross multiply them. So it becomes 21 equals to 7 into 4 x. Or now with this 7 into 4, we can write 28. Okay, or we can just write 7 into 4 also. So now this 28 or 7 into 4 will come to this side. So it will be as a division, because here it is in multiplication. When it switches the side, then it will become into a division. So it become minus 21 upon 28 equals to x. Now 21 and 28 have the common factor 7. So 7 3 are 21, 7 4 are 8. So we got the answer x equals to minus 3 upon 4 is the answer that we have. Okay, so this is how we have explained the examples. Now we will do the exercise. So what are these equations? See, the first equation is x minus 2 equal to 7. Okay, so that means x, we will take 2 to the other side. So it becomes x equals to 7 plus 2. That means x equals to 9 is the answer. Okay, now the second question. The second question is y plus 3 equal to 10. Very simple. So y, we will take 3 to the other side. So y equals to 10 minus 3. So we got the y equal to 7. Okay. In this question we have 6 equal to z plus 2. So this will be, we will take 2 to this side in this case. Okay. So it will become 6 minus 2 equal to z. So means 4 equal to z, or we can write z equals to 4. Okay. The fourth question. See, in the fourth question we have 3 upon 7 plus x equal to 17 upon 7. Okay. So here we will shift 3 upon 7 to the other side. So it will become x equals to 17 upon 7 minus 3 upon 7. So we have the common LCM 7. Okay. So 17 minus 3. So we got 14 upon 7. 17 minus 3 is 14. And 7 to the 14. So we got x equals to 2 is the answer. Okay. So 2 is the answer we have got for the fourth part. Now the fifth part. So in the fifth part we have 6x equal to 12. Okay. So here 6 is in multiplication with the x. So what will we do? X equals to 12 by 6. So 6 will come here as a division. Okay. So 6 to the 12. So we got the answer x equals to. Now the sixth question. We have t upon 5 equal to 10. We can write 1 below the 10. Okay. And now we will cross multiply them. So 5 with the 10, t with the 1. So it becomes t into 1 is t equal to 5 into 10. So we got the t equal to 50 is the answer. Okay. Now the seventh question. So in this question we have 2x upon 3 equals to 18. See what will happen in this? We will write 1 below the 18. Okay. So 2x will multiply with the 1 and 3 will multiply with the 18. So we got 2x into 1 means 2x equal to 18 into 3. So 18 into 3 is 54. Okay. Now this 2 will go below the 54. So x became equals to 54 divided by 2. When we divide 54 and 2, it becomes 2 to the 4, 2 7 the 14. So I got the answer x equals to 27. Okay. So this is the answer how this will be. Now the question number 8. So now we have then question number 8, 1.6 equal to y upon 1.5. So here also what will we do? We will write 1 below the 1.56 and we will cross multiply them. Y with the 1 and 1.6 with the 1.5. So we got y into 1 is y equal to 1.6 into 1.5. Now we will multiply 1.6 into 1.5. Okay, so 5 6 the 30, 3, 5 and the 5 or 3, 8. And 1 into multiplied with the 16 is 16. So we got 0, 8 or 6, 14, 1, 2. Okay. And now when we multiply them, then we count the total number of decimals. We have one number after decimal in this, one number after decimal this. So total in the product we will have to put 2 decimals and we start counting decimal from here. From the last, from the unit digit. So 1, 2. So we got the answer 2.4. So y equals to 2.4 is the answer. Okay. Now the ninth question. See, we have the ninth question, 7x minus 9 equal to 16. Okay. So in this question, what will we do? So we will shift 9 to the other side. Since 9 is a negative number here, so it will become positive on the other side. So 7x became equal to 16 plus 9 and 16 plus 9 is 25. Okay. Now 7 we will shift to the other side. So it will become into the division on the other side because in the left hand side it is into the multiplication. So x became equals to 25 upon 7. So now this is the improper fraction. So we will convert this into the mixed fraction by dividing 7 and 25. So we got 7 3 the 21, 4. So we got the answer 3, 4 by 7 is the answer. Okay. Now we have the question, 10th question, 14y minus 8 equal to 13. Okay. So in this question we will take 8 to the other side. So 14y equals to, this 8 will become plus, so 13 plus 8. Okay, and this 13 plus 8 equals to 21. Now this 14 is in multiplication with the y, so this 14 when go to the other side will divide 21. Okay, so y became equals to 21 upon 14. So we have the common factor between 21 and 14, as both comes into the table of 7. So we have 7 to the 4, 7 3 the 21. Okay, we have 7 to the 4 and 7 3 the 21. So we got y equals to 3 upon 2 is the answer that we have got. Okay, now the 11th question. We have the equation 17 plus 6p equal to 9. So this 17 will go to the other side. So it will become 6p equals to 9 minus 17. Okay, now for 9 minus 17, and we will write minus 17 up and plus 9 down. Okay, since they have the different signs, so they will be subtracted, and 17 minus 9 is 8, and we will put the negative sign. So we got 6p equals to minus 8. Okay, so now this 6 is into the multiplication, so when it goes to the other side, it will become into the division. So p will be equal to minus 8 upon 6. It will divide it. Okay, so now we have common factor between 8 and 6, 2. So 2 4 the 8, 2 3 the 6. So we got the answer p equals to minus 4 upon 3. Now since this is the improper fraction, so we will convert this into the mixed fraction. 3 1 ja 3, 1. So we got the answer minus 1, 1 upon 3 is the answer. So p equals to minus 1, 1 upon 3, we have got the answer. Okay, so now the next question. Now we have the question x upon 3 plus 1 equal to 7 upon 15, and this is the last question of this exercise. Okay, now we will shift 1 to the other side, so it will become x upon 3 plus equals to 7 upon 15 minus. So we will put 1 here, so it became x upon 3 equals to 7 upon 15. The LCM will be 15, so 1 into 15 upon 1 into 15. So that means x upon 3 became equals to 7 upon 15 minus 15 upon 15. Okay, so x upon 3 equals to 15 is the LCM, so we got 7 minus 15. Okay, so we can do it in rough. So minus 15 and 7, it will become minus 8. So we got x upon 3 equals to minus 8 upon 15. Okay, so now this 3 can go to the other side in cross multiplication. So x equals to minus 8 into 3 upon 15. Okay, so 3 and 15 can be divided. So 3 5 is 15. So we got the answer x equals to minus 8 upon 5 is the answer. Now since it has improper fraction, so we have to convert into the mixed fraction. So 8 divided by 5 will be 5 in 5 3. So we got the answer minus 1 3 upon 5 is the answer, because this is the denominator, this is the numerator, and this is the whole number. Okay, so this is how we will do this 12th question. So students, today we have covered the introduction of the linear equation. Okay, and linear equation in one variables. We have done the examples, some examples, very simple examples, and we have done the exercise 2.1 we have done. Okay, so dear students, in the next video we will do the applications of these linear equations, like the word problem examples we will do. Okay, so there will be a sentence, from there we will have to make the equation, and then we have to solve it and tell the answer. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Write your comments about the video, any query, doubt about the topic in the comment box. Okay, and I hope you are getting the knowledge from these videos. Okay, so keep practicing. Practice is the key for the success. Okay, practice, practice, practice. Practice is must. Okay, and some extra questions also must you do practice. Okay, and if you have any doubt, then you can also write to me on the WhatsApp or email. Now you can follow me on the Telegram also. Okay, and if you want to do the live online classes, then you can also contact me, and we will be happy to serve you. Okay, and kindly share it with your friends. Subscribe to it and ask them to subscribe. Thank you so much.